Thanks for stopping by at CLOPIXEL Gamers. We're gonna do some detective discovery, crime investigation. That's right, we're playing CSI Dark Motives case number 3. Perfect day. We got an overcast day. It's a perfect day to get a little bit of gaming in. Just before I got to do some other things today, I got shorts to upload. I got a couple other lives to do for my other channel. And guys, I always appreciate you tuning in and supporting. Couple housekeeping things going on. If you see slides on the left hand side or on the right, you can actually advertise your business on the slides right here. Also, you might see some discount codes or coupon codes in this very same slide over here. So definitely check it out on the screen during the live. Now, just in case you didn't know, CSI Dark Motives is a Ubisoft title. My background is one of my other favorite crime investigation games, LA Noir's great Rockstar game. If you haven't seen it before, definitely check out LA Noir. I love that title. It's amazing. And this is more of a point and click type of game. So if you like point and clicks, that's pretty cool. And you'll see as we play the game. But definitely thank you for stopping in, and definitely for the people that will see the replay, check the slides on the right, support links in the description below, and drop a comment if you can. All right, so last night we left off finishing case 2, so we're going to start case 3. Definitely like these games because they make you think, and that's what I really love about crime, detective, investigation type games.
We have a multi-million-dollar construction site that has just been shut down, waiting for us. Seems the work crew out there turned over more than just dirt. Specifically, human remains. The bones may be ancient, making this a historic site. Or if not so ancient, a murder. Either way, we need to dig up the truth.
Hey, Sarah Seidel. You're the new recruit tearing up the place, huh? Well, if what we have is old bones, we'll just have to be advisors. What do you say we head to the dig site and get our hands dirty?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's do it.
I've already made a quick background check of the history. There have been a few archaeological finds west and south of the site, southern Paiute Indians. We identify this as either a potential crime scene or a possible ancient burial ground.
Interesting. Well,
I am Elliot Lansdowne, and I don't appreciate this inconvenience. You people are holding up construction and costing me dearly, every second. As a taxpayer, in all due respect, I'm asking you to move this along quickly, so my men can get back to it.
dang. Move me along.
Just over 2 years, but I've been buying up land for 15. It was obvious the city would keep growing, including in this direction. In the land development business, 2 years isn't long at all, especially when you have to assemble enough parcels to build a casino this size.
Hmm.
Anyway, putting together 250 mil of other people's money isn't an overnight affair. I put on my share of dog and pony shows to raise that kind of capital. I went through a broker to acquire most of the parcels that make up this site. The owner of this one? Never had contact. Mine is a speculative business. Informed speculation, but speculation just the same. I buy from intermediaries who link buyers with sellers. And some of the people I deal with, frankly, are flim-flam artists who've latched onto worthless land to con commissions out of greedy, stupid buyers. But someone like me can take advantage of their shady nature and pick up diamonds in the rough. Like this parcel. Only the backhoe. My crew are an experienced bunch, and knew enough not to touch a thing. Second we uncovered the bones, the operator shut down and brought me in. I knew damn well we needed to call you people in. But what bothers me? See, we got a couple of Native Americans on our crew. Good men, hard workers, but they've been spouting off about ancient burial grounds, and now I'm worried. Maybe this wasn't a diamond in the rough after all. More like a pig in a poke.
This guy's funny.
Knock yourself out. Just do it fast, okay? I understand I got no choice in this. My land, but I got no say. Great. Just swell. So the sooner you people can deal with our skeletal friend, the sooner I can start putting this casino up. Remains were found over by that dig hole.
That's all we need right now.
Okay. Go over there. We got some kind of tracks here. So, okay, we can't say, he said we could look around, right?
Here's the bones of contention. We'll need to make sure we carefully remove any dirt from these remains.
Okay, so I know in the tools we have something to brush dirt away.
Part of an arm, right down to the hearty handshake.
Okay, can we take it, or do we have to leave everything there? Okay, do we take any samples? Alright, let's just keep rushing and see what we can find. Maybe a magnifying glass. Yeah, now we're in closer. But what are we looking for? Oh, there's a fracture. Alright, let's see. I noticed that, so hands fingerprints on smooth surfaces causes blood to luminesce. Ooh, no, I want to go in closer. I not get in close the first time. Oh, magnifying glass, right? Alright. What about the hand am I looking for? This trace materials. Makes mold impressions. We got broken bones here, but it's not telling me anything. Can I take the hand? Nope.
Fingernails decayed a long time ago, but something survived. Tiny fiber of some kind.
Tiny fiber of some kind. I can take the fiber. Alright, so we got that. So it was for the fiber. I also see another broken part of the bone. Okay. Can I go anywhere else? Okay, maybe we can, yeah, check the skull area.
Unfortunately, that backhoe appears to have done some damage unearthing our friend. But it's clearly a skull. Note the nick around the eye socket.
Bone chips.
Nothing for us there.
Yes, it is. Maybe we can collect some of those bone chips.
Tiny broken glass
Oh,
fragments.
okay.
Hey, don't assume that makes this a modern corpse. The Paiute dabbled in colored glass beads. But this fragment, it looks clear, so perhaps it is modern.
Maybe I can take an impression of the, so it says it is modern. Let's go. Okay, nothing in there. Yeah, we got something going on with the teeth here.
A lot of damage, too bad. Because it may screw up checking dental records. I don't see any obvious dental work.
Maybe we could take an impression. A mold impression or something, maybe. A tooth. Okay, that's not for this. Magnetic powder. Okay, nothing there. We already checked this area. Any other areas in here? Okay, the chest. It's just there, but okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so okay, it's allowing me to go here. Bone fragments.
Nothing there. Nothing special there.
Yeah, right. Alright.
Try something similar.
Okay.
Not my area of expertise, but could be an artifact. You know, more tribes than just the Paiute populated this region.
And there's also an impression. Can I take an impression? It makes multiple impressions. Don't need it. Okay, so we got some bone there. Okay, we got some tracks.
Tire impression in the dried mud. I don't think the Paiute left this. Though, judging by the treads around edges, it's been here a while, maybe.
Hey. Okay. Says been there a couple years. Is there anything in the mound? See, in this game, you gotta look everywhere. But me, I'm well-rounded. I love games like this. Point and click games are a little harder sometimes.
A bird's nest. We probably shouldn't disturb it unless we have a reason to. Bad karma.
Only because they're you have to click in specific areas. But Ellie Noir is more action-based and story-based, so that is not an issue in that game. I know it's bad luck, but I try to do it anyway. I know you all were thinking the same thing. Maybe there's something we could zoom in. No. Blood's luminous. No. Can I get something? Mold impressions, dirt lifter. Maybe? No. Alright, it's just a bird's nest. Nothing going on with it though. Nothing on the fence. Bird's nest. There's something to that bird's nest, I know it. They wouldn't allow us to go there if it wasn't. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, we already got that. Alright, we already already checked the grave site. Let's talk back with him.
Nothing else for you right now.
Okay. So I guess we're going to the lab then. Process some of this.
Yes.
All right. I got some evidence for you.
It's a fiber of some sort. Definitely synthetic. I'll prepare for the microscope.
Okay.
Scan that shred into the computer. Don't embarrass me with your praise.
Okay. And I do have some items.
It's chert, a hard, brittle form of silica. These sharp edges and points are likely man-made, though. If this is an arrowhead, you're looking at a historic site, no matter what else you might find out there.
Then we should bring in an archaeologist, for the site's sake, if not the Vic's. Still, learning about that patch of desert might help us reinterpret our evidence.
Okay. Let's see what they say about the glass.
Such a small piece of glass, I can't really tell you much. Maybe the microscope will give you more than I can.
Okay. So guys, I think we're going to the microscope first. We're going to look at the fiber first.
Looks as if our victim snagged a little fiber underneath his fingernail. In defense or desperation?
Trying to fight.
Brown, quite thick, heavy cloth, like a covering or carpet.
Like a covering or carpet, so he tried to cover himself. All right, let's look at this.
Hey, I've seen this before. It's from a contemporary eyeglass lens, a fragment of crown glass. Pattern of curvature indicates the owner had hyperopia, farsightedness, and used progressive bifocals. I'd estimate the spherical number at around 2.35 diopters. Definitely prescription, since grocery store reading glasses always come in 0.25 increments.
Wow. It's amazing how they can pick apart the details. I wonder how long it takes to learn that. Let's check the tire treads. Okay.
Tread's too weathered for a definitive match to anything in the database. Best we'll get is a comparative match to another tread based on the predominant features of this one.
Okay, so I got to get more treads. And nothing else. Okay, so they said something about ancient arrowhead. Not bad. Okay, so now we're gonna leave the lab and possibly go back and talk to him again and see.
Nothing else for you right now.
We gotta do more digging. Find another tire tread possibly in another location, because we didn't apparently find everything. Something's up with his arm. Really is. Something up. And I didn't. Okay, we got the fiber off of that. Something with the dental. And we got a tooth missing, so maybe we can take an impression of the missing tooth. There's a missing tooth. Seems like no dental work was done. Can't take any of the teeth. There's gotta be something we do here. Won't let us take the teeth. Okay, maybe I can use. Nope. Nope. Nothing here. I was hoping there would be something with the skull. And in a second, I'm gonna grab me some more tea, because I gotta have my tea and or coffee. I wonder why I can't go by the bulldozer. Yep, Grab some tea in a second. They said don't touch it. And for bad luck, maybe there's something on the post of the tree, maybe? Why would they bring me here if I couldn't do anything with this? There's some detail we're missing here. Can't go to the John. Let's see, there is another tire tread, looks like right there. Pile of pallets. There's nothing else in this area. It doesn't seem like there's no more hot spots. I don't want to talk to her. I lost points last time. There's got to be an area we didn't look. And I don't have it yet. What's up, Arts of AVJ over on Instagram? What's going on? Oh, by the way, check out this nice Dragon Ball locator here. Arts of AVJ does custom 3D prints and all sorts of other stuff. So if you're over at Instagram, check out Arts of AVJ, and he did this very cool, fully painted Dragon Ball locator. I love it, and it's going on the shelf. Appreciate it, man. Definitely check him out, and I'll leave his link on my YouTube as well. Let's see. I have to change locations. Let's see if we can get something to work with.
What's up? Apart from the construction itself, nothing. But I can tell you the press is all over this mess. Nothing like some rolling bones to spark the media's imagination. That new casino has been hyped to the hilt, and that makes this little story way too big for my taste. Play your cards close to the vest on this one. I can make that happen. I'll just call the university, have them send somebody over to the site. Can't promise how fast, though. Not like these profs are sitting around waiting for our call. The link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong yet. Might consider linking them better.
Okay. We got nothing so far. So we gotta go back to the site. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we got a new player.
Sorry, I should have introduced myself. I'm John Montana. I'm an archaeologist from the University of Western Nevada.
Sericidal Crime Lab, this is my partner. Frankly, Mr. Montana, I didn't expect service this fast. We were told it was unlikely an expert like you could just drop everything and head out here.
I didn't have any classes today, and besides, the Paiute are my specialty. When I heard of human remains discovered out this way, well, I just had to dig in, so to speak. How can I help?
That's all we need right now.
Arrowheads of this type date the site to before 1640. Most likely Southern Paiute Indians, as I expected. Looking around, I'd have to say no. But a qualified no. See, I've evaluated scores of such sites over the years when an expert opinion's been needed. Still, had I been called, I can tell you I'd advise my client that this site is rife with red flags. It's a typical spot for Paiutes to settle. Putting together that arrowhead with these ancient remains, I'd have to say this is a Paiute burial site. I doubt Native American activists will put up with a casino here.
What makes you think these remains are Native American?
The Paiute typically buried their dead in a location like this, with artifacts like that arrowhead. It's consistent with their practices and beliefs.
Okay, if we're looking at a Paiute site, Why would a developer begin construction or even buy a property without first having an expert assess it?
He probably wouldn't, but it's a big desert, Ms. Seidel, and as I understand, it took a backhoe to unearth these remains. Even experts make mistakes sometimes.
Guess we got.
Well, I suppose anything's possible, but why on earth would anybody want to?
I'm going to take a wild stab and say to hide a modern crime in the context of ancient artifacts.
Ms. Seidel, while your imagination is as admirable as it is fertile, I can give my expert opinion that this site is Paiute, with historical and religious significance.
Okay. So, we got other people to talk to.
Before I bought it, it was. Also, it was surveyed and cleared for large-scale construction, or so I was told. Shows you what an expert opinion is worth these days. If I'd known these kind of headaches had been waiting for me out there, I'd never bought the damn land. You know, historical sites are virtually worthless to a developer. What am I gonna do? Put up a casino museum? Now, I'm embarrassed to say, I don't. Wish I did. Moved into a bigger office around the time we bought this property. If you ever moved in your life, you know how it goes. Dump things into boxes, and it's like they fell into a black hole. Which is where the backgrounder file on this property ended up, I'm afraid. Plus which, that real estate broker went out of business a while back. Moved out of state, I think. Not really. Bunch of junk, kind of stuff you run across anytime you clear land for construction. But there was enough to put a box of it together. My guys picked through it, probably took anything that was worth anything. But you're more than welcome to the leavings.
That's all we need right
let's see
now.
what's in that box. Okay, so where's the box at? Oh, here it is.
Here's the junk box Mr. Lansdowne mentioned. Baseball bat.
A base.
Pretty badly burned at this end.
Why is it burned? Alright, so we need to see if there's any blood or anything on it.
Something similar to that.
Something similar to it. Alright, no fingerprints. It's burned, so what I'm thinking. Okay, use the
Accelerant's fluorescent or UV light. Good find. Can't be sure what kind it is yet, though.
it's an accelerant. So that means it's some kind of like lighter fluid or something. Let me see if it added to my evidence. Is there any way to, we might as well take the whole bat. Can we take the bat? No. Alright, so we saw what it was. So some kind of accelerant. So I can take a sample by using maybe the Q-tip. Or it's not a powder. Dust collection. I can't take the whole bat. Okay, we go out. Some kind of accelerant.
A watch. Kind that's right only twice a day.
It's broken. Let's take it. Oh, it's a piece of broken glass there. Okay. There's something more to this bat, right? It's burned.
We can't use that here.
We need to use something to get a casting.
That's not right for this.
Detection. Okay. It reveals latent fingerprints on paper, porous surfaces, smooth polished surfaces. This is not smooth polished, but it's got to be some fingerprints on the bat, right? Oh, wait. There's something there.
Something embedded here.
And we can take it.
It's a tiny piece of glass.
Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. All right. Can we talk to the fellas? Is there anything else in the box? I don't think so. Okay, I think we got everything we needed out of the box.
I've said all there is to say for now.
Leave you alone.
Nothing else for you right now.
Let's go to the lab.
Hey,
Process some of this evidence. Alright.
clear, thin glass. Might want to do some microscopic work on it. Okay, we got a broken watch, weather damaged. Was able to look up the brand, Rolston Precision Classic. Very distinctive band on that model.
Interesting. Okay, so let's go into the microscope.
Glass fragment looks cleanly cleaved on one face. Perfect fit. I think we have a relic of a murder here. Question is, who stepped up to the plate?
Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we got a match there. But also, maybe we can get the magnifying glass and then maybe search for something more. No, maybe there's some fingerprints somewhere. Okay. Okay. Bill's latent fingerprints. Any blood? No blood. Nothing. Nothing there. Okay. But the watch is not done yet. Let's see. Okay, and those two items. Glass for skull, structure site. Alright, let's go to the computer. Exit. Okay. That piece of glass. We already added the two together. They were a perfect match. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Something you want?
Something you want?
Sure, I'll send a team out to
Sure, I'll send a team out to retrieve it.
all this blunt impact damage.
All this blunt impact damage to the facial area, accompanied by some damage sustained to the cranial cavity, likely shutting down brain function almost immediately. We're talking blows to the face and head with a slim but heavy object. Repeated blows. In this state of damage, it's difficult to determine precisely, but an educated guess, based on the facial bone structure, makes it a human male, early 40s possibly.
Human male, early 40s. Alright.
From remains like these with no other evidence available, difficult to impossible. Haven't finished my entire analysis, but the Vic's in an advanced state of decomposition, ruling out most tests I could run. Puts the time well beyond a few months, but it could be longer, possibly much longer. Well, mitochondrial DNA for sure. Keeping a database of DNA records is a fairly recent practice. Depending on how long ago the victim lived and whether or not there'd been a reason to have his or her DNA cataloged, it may or may not be useful to you. Superficially, no, but the skull had a tiny hairline fracture on the occipital bone, which healed many years before death. Childhood injury or accident, maybe.
Wow.
I took a head x-ray. Sinus cavities are as unique as fingerprints. Some medical offices have been putting their archived x-ray records on an image-searchable database. If your victim is contemporary, you may be able to cross-reference it and maybe get an identity. Sinus cavities somewhat damaged, possibly from the weight of the backhoe. Damage to the mouth area was too severe. I looked for signs of dental work unsuccessfully. You know, some dentists have started embedding ID tags and chips within porcelain caps and fillings just for situations like these.
Did our Vic have an ID like that?
I'm afraid not, Sarah. I just mention it as a point of interest. Well, it's a fairly narrow nick with a slight curvature. Wire-framed glasses? Not unlikely.
Let's say our Vic had his glasses on when he was struck in the face, shattering the
Ooh.
glass and embedding it in the tissue. Killer tries to clean it off, but some pieces were just too deeply embedded. We have a violent homicide here, possibly a spontaneous one reflecting anger and/or passion.
You got it.
You got it.
Alright, so what are we gonna look at first? Pelvic bone. Let's look at the hand first. Anything stand out? There's something here. What am I looking for? A finger? No. No, that wouldn't give me. Okay. That's there for a reason. What am I looking for? No, that wouldn't have any fingerprints. No, I gotta come back to that because I can't figure it out. Yeah, that's the hairline fractures over the eye socket. Causes blood to luminesce. Alright, nothing there. Nothing's coming out. The jaw. Oh, the teeth. Oh, we can't do that here. Maybe it's just a look. Yeah. Nothing else. Yep, getting out of there. Okay. Let's see here.
Need something?
Need something?
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
Okay.
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
Maybe find a stronger link between the suspect and the victim.
Not enough yet. Maybe
let's
find a
process
stronger
some
link
of
between the
this.
suspect and the victim.
What's up?
Okay.
That
DNA's
DNA's
in
been amplified and
computer.
graphed. It's in the computer.
We got a document.
Being here to serve, I scanned the sinus X-ray into the computer.
Being here to serve, I scanned the sinus x-ray into the computer, but that cranial cavity damage may make it tough to find a perfect match. Still, I've set up a simple search on the computer to compare the sinus x-ray to others on file for missing persons.
Alright, so got a new search link, we'll just do that first.
Bit better, but we'll have to come up with something more. Maybe an approximate time the victim went missing.
Alright, none of these match.
I'm not too sure. Think any of these are a match? I'm not too sure.
Okay, so we got a little bit of nothing so far. I need another tire tread. Let's go back and see if he can do anything for me.
Looking at your case
Yeah?
file, you could
What do you
use more
need, guys?
evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
Okay.
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
The link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong yet. Might consider linking them better.
Alright then.
The link between the
Let's go
suspect and the
here.
victim
Let's go
isn't
back
very
to the
strong
site.
yet. Might consider linking them better.
I've said all there is to say for now.
John Montana.
Nothing else for you.
I've said all there is to say for now.
I bet not.
Nothing else for
Something
you
with this
right now.
bat. Okay, I was able to detect the accelerant on it. Oh, and I got the glass off of it. I remember that.
Nothing for us there. Nothing for us there. Nothing there. Nothing special there.
Take the accelerant anymore.
Nothing there. We can't use that here. That's not right for this.
Okay,
We
yeah.
can't use that here. That's not right for this.
I knew we could take the vat. That wouldn't make no sense if I couldn't take it in. Alright.
Yes.
Oh, that's nothing about these point and clicks. It's like sequential order.
Here are your options. A, chemistry lesson, or B, detailed organic breakdown. Here are your options. A, chemistry lesson, or B, detailed organic breakdown.
How about C? Simple layman's terms.
C4H10, N-butane, more commonly known as lighter fluid, fast burning and easy to use.
Found that in the soil near the grave. Could have leached into the ground, or maybe somebody at a
I really
barbecue
like the
nearby.
cutscenes.
Although another more likely explanation is somebody had a little bonfire to destroy evidence, doing their best to cover up our Vic's identity. Someone who doused the victim's clothing
Yeah,
and
it remind
personal
me of the
effects in
old
lighter
school
fluid could have easily spilled some.
Retro kind of throwback, you know, 3D graphics. Okay, so we got accelerant, and we got a sort of idea of what could have happened. Okay, it's something more to that watch. It's something more to this. I don't know what, but I'll come back to it. Maybe. Where is it at? Anything weird? Okay. Let's see.
Need something? Not yet. Maybe find a
Need
strong
something?
link between the suspect and the victim.
Not enough
The link
yet.
between the suspect
Maybe
and the
find a
victim
stronger
isn't
link
strong
between
yet.
the
Might
suspect
consider
and the
linking them
victim.
better.
And
The link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong yet.
DNA
Might
is
consider linking
there.
them better.
Okay.
I've said all there is to say for now.
Oh, you ain't talking.
Nothing else.
I've said all there is to say for now.
All right, let's see if there's anything else in the box.
Nothing else for you right now.
There's a picture frame here. I would be surprised if I couldn't take the picture frame or anything else. Nope. I don't think there's anything else in that box. We gotta look somewhere else. Do we have any accelerant on the... Oh,
Soil looks a bit darker here, doesn't it?
yep, that means we need to take a sample.
The soil looks a bit darker here, doesn't it?
Tools.
Nothing special there.
Maybe this. Yep, okay. We got something on the ground.
Try using a similar tool.
Anything else here of any notoriety? No. There's an indentation there. That looks different, but it's nothing. Alright, let's go to the lab and process this. I got something for you.
I had a comprehensive soil analysis run on the sample. The report found that based on the calcium magnesium. I had a comprehensive soil analysis run on the sample. The report found that based on the calcium, magnesium, and chloride levels, the soil immediately around the body was turned recently, relatively speaking. Best guess is between 1.5 and 2.3 years. At no added cost to you, I also had the electrolyte levels checked to see if our decomposing victim gave off any clues while taking the dust-to-dust trip. Came back clean, suggesting the victim was otherwise healthy at the time of death, except for the dying part.
So, we've got an approximate time for when the body was buried. 2 years. Doesn't confirm the age of the victim, but it's a start. A good one.
So 2 years.
Thanks,
okay,
Greg.
so now that we had the age, we can go back and okay, it's 2 years, so okay. Well, we can run that thing again since we have the time.
Think any of these are a match?
No,
I'm not too sure.
we'll go here. Now we
Think
got
any
a
of these are a match?
amount of time.
I'm not too sure.
Got it.
And jackpot. A positive ID on our victim, Freddie Sloan. He was in on some shady deals.
look out.
Maybe
The
running
gun
with the kind of
shoes
people
on
who
the
bury you in the
loose.
desert.
I wonder where that terminology came from. Gumshoe. I think that means like rookie. Gumshoes. Okay, so that's done. We got DNA. Okay, now can we go to get a search warrant?
Yeah? What do you need?
Yeah.
Hey, remember I told you this case was on the media's
Yeah?
radar?
What do you need, guys?
It's a modern day Vic.
Hey, remember I told you this case was on the media's radar? Word's out, it's a modern-day Vic. Cranks are coming out of the woodwork, too. We just got a call from... Ready for this? Madame Lazora. Some self-professed psychic. Claims to be having visions about your pile of bones when it was still up walking around in a flesh suit. Says his name
That's
was
Freddy.
Fast Eddie.
Captain, that's really close to one of our Vic's AKAs. Fast Freddy.
Maybe you want to check out this medium at large, then. If you can get onto her dance card between the local radio and TV interviews she's granting, that is. Her parlor is near the southern end of the strip. Ran a background check already just to satisfy my curiosity.
Okay, so we got a
Came up empty.
location. We got the psychic.
That I can manage easy enough. Looks like the same owner last couple of years.
That I can manage easy enough.
Lansdowne. Before that,
Looks like the same owner last couple of years. Our friend Lansdowne. Before that, one Adam Kilborn. Sold the land through a broker for a hefty amount. Might be worth talking to Kilborn, see if he remembers anything odd that may have
Suspect
gone
added.
down on that property.
Mr. Kilborn resides in, well, this is interesting for a guy who made a small bundle.
Mr. Kilborn resides
A
in...
few years ago.
Well, this is interesting for a guy who made a small bundle selling that piece of property a few years ago.
Unit 203.
Apartment.
Lives in a public housing complex. Vista Court,
That's interesting.
Unit 203.
You don't have enough reason to get a warrant for that location yet. I need more than hunches before I turn you.
You don't have enough reason to get a
Okay.
warrant for that location yet.
Okay.
I need more than hunches before I
let's
turn you loose in there.
try
Give me something solid to work with.
Psychic first.
Ah, I knew you were coming. My name is Madame Stella Lazora, and you must be the investigators.
We're with the police, that is the crime lab. We're working the site where the body was found, and if the media is to be believed, we understand you may have some insights to share.
I sense a certain skepticism, young lady. I take no offense. You are a woman of science, and whereas I am of the metaphysical, each, in its way, is a noble calling. Let us
Okay, she's
attempt
deep.
to bridge
All right.
those worlds.
What are we doing?
It is not so much a matter of knowing, but sensing.
It is not so much a matter of knowing, but sensing. We do not control those on the other side. In the midst of a session with a client, seeking answers about a crossed over loved one, a seemingly unrelated vision seized my consciousness. I saw a name, Eddie,
Yes.
carved in flowing letters.
Is that right?
Yes. Then another, a variation, Fast Eddie. And then images, an eagle soaring, but then that eagle fell to earth, dying in the snow, with only the cold and pain to keep him company. And then this vision blurred, and another took form, a word carved delicately, as if in soapstone.
Good question.
We encounter souls on many planes, from this physical world.
We encounter souls on many planes, from this physical world to the astral. But can
She is just so.
we really say we
I don't know what
know
to say.
them?
As I have said, I do not control the other side.
As I
am
have
but their
said,
conduit.
I do not control the other side. I
I'm
am
gonna
but their
set us some tea. I'll be right
conduit.
back.
If they wish to speak through me, they do. If they wish to instruct me, they do so. Often through visions which require interpretation. By victim, I believe you speak of Edward Sloan. More than this I cannot, at this time, say. This material world interests me not. Do what you like. I ask only that my belongings are left undisturbed, as they've been arranged precisely to help focus my psychic energies.
That's all we need right now.
Okay, I am back. Seems like the sun is trying to peep out. So I did have some outdoor stuff I needed to do and some other things to tend to. The tea is making, and hopefully y'all enjoying the live so far. Definitely check it out. One of my viewers was telling me that this game is available on Game Boy Advance, and there's probably some other versions, so I'll be doing my research on that.
Oh, what's that? You see it? Just kidding, yeah. There's nothing there.
Crystal ball. Oh, what's that? You see it? Just kidding,
So
yeah.
dramatic.
There's nothing there.
All right. There's nothing there. What is there? There's a reflection. Maybe fingerprints. Maybe fingerprints. Nope. Nope. Smooth surfaces, right? Maybe something to bring. Maybe cause of blood to luminesce. No, this lists latent fingerprints. I said nothing.
Lighter fluid.
Ha!
Imagine lighting our candles and incense requires this much stuff. Finding lighter fluid near the remains. Lighter fluid. Can't imagine lighting our candles and incense requires this much stuff. Finding lighter fluid near the remains may make the supply here of interest. Of course, the murder didn't happen recently.
Take that. We are taking that. We can't take the lighter fluid? Or maybe swab it somewhere? Or, okay, we should be able to take that lighter fluid. Oh, we can't take anything because of evidence, possibly. Yeah, we can't do anything yet. We can just look around.
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
You're right. Try again later. That means come back. Okay. We can come back.
You the cops? I wasn't making any noise. I don't care what these lousy neighbors say.
Actually, we're with the crime lab. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Listen, if it's about those parking tickets, I'll get to it when I can afford it, okay? Rent comes first, understand?
Let's see. We'll talk first.
What does that have to do with those parking tickets?
What does that have to do with those parking tickets?
Mystery. Nothing ever happened out there other than coyotes making cactus
Huh?
fertilizer.
History schmistery. Nothing ever happened out there other than coyotes making cactus fertilizer. It was a pile of worthless dirt. And for once I scored. What good it did me.
If you don't mind me saying, you sound a little bitter, Mr. Kilbourne. Tell us why.
Oh, hell, I don't know. Living the life of Riley like this. Who was Riley, anyway? What made his life so frickin' great? Look, I don't get any kind of play, foul or otherwise. Haven't had a woman in my life for the last 3 years. Most action I got lately was getting my change lifted by a pickpocket.
Mr. Kilbourne, how did you get from making a small fortune in the desert to...
Living off food stamps in the city? Hey, this is Vegas, honey. Scratch a winner, find a loser. And the vice is versa, catch me? Once upon a time, I had me a small plot of prime Las Vegas real estate. Didn't look like much, but a glittering palace will rise up out of that sand one day soon. And I'm the king who lost his whole damn kingdom. My savings, everything, down the porcelain chute. Hey, I've been frank with you people. Now you want me to take you on a trip through every stupid screw-up I made? You think I want to put myself through sharing the details of my rise and fall to a bunch of strangers? No way. Damn right I mind. I'm the king, remember? And this is my castle. Stay on the other side of my moat. Go on, get out of here.
That's all we need right now.
Does Mrs. Cleo have anything else to say?
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
Okay.
The crystal is murky.
So,
try again later.
We need to talk to because we have no new evidence.
What's up? Ran a check on the guy while you were dropping by his no criminal record.
What's up? Ran a check on the guy while you were dropping by his place. No criminal record.
Nothing from the major banks. Let's see.
I can try, but no promises.
Here we go.
Nothing from the major banks. Let's see. Let me try something else. Here we go.
Freddie Snow.
Kilborn filed for bankruptcy protection. And one of the creditors who filed a claim? Freddie Snow.
With that riches to rags story of his, Kilborn just might have been driven to sell his land by creditors, and ultimately driven to violence.
That's what we call around here a theory, which is what it'll stay unless you come up with some supporting evidence.
Yeah, location.
We can't walk in and search on a whim. Give me reasons.
The lighter fluid.
Kilborn had reasons.
We can't walk in and search on a whim. Give me reasons.
Kilborn owned the property when Freddie joined the
Kilborn had reason to hold a grudge against Freddie for triggering his downward spiral. And Kilborn owned the property when Freddie joined the Missing Persons Club.
Wow.
Even
So
without much physical
like
evidence, we can justify a warrant, particularly with an older case like this.
Okay, so we got a warrant now. Yeah.
Mr. Kilborn seems to have stepped out of his castle, but with our warrant, we can cross the moat and start looking for evidence. Mr. Kilborn seems to have stepped out of his castle, but with our warrant, we can cross the moat and start looking for evidence.
Anything on the table? Anything on the couch? Paintings, a window. What's a letter here? Some sort of letter.
Soap sculptures. Isn't that grade school stuff? Maybe it's the latest craft trend or something. Soap sculptures. Isn't that grade school stuff? Maybe it's the latest craft trend or something. Aesthetic considerations aside, this indicates Mr. Kilborn was an aspiring artisan. Just not a very good one. Looks like the guy stuck paying for raw materials, too.
Into evidence. Alright, nothing else over here. There's something on the bookcase. Oh, wow.
Possibly an antique artifact of some kind. A dangerous one. Possibly an antique artifact of some kind. A dangerous one. It's a computer data backup tape. Haven't seen this format for a while. It's a computer data backup tape. Haven't seen this format for a while.
Anything else about a computer? No documents. Can I see anything on the computer? Let's see. Well, we got lots of stuff to analyze, so let's just go ahead. Unless there's anything else, we got the axe. Wait, is that a book? It's a book, but maybe no blood, no fingerprints. Okay, we're gonna go on, head out. Anything on the chair? Okay, let's get out of here. Go to the lab.
What's up? What's up?
Contents were deleted and overwritten several times. I did manage to dig out a couple of file fragments.
Contents were deleted and overwritten several times. I did manage to dig out a couple of file fragments. Seems the backup software that wrote to the tape used a proprietary security algorithm. I've set up a link on the computer to help you decipher it. May have found a scrambled image, too. You work on the first fragment, and I'll work on the other.
Crafted in the fashion of the Paiute Indians of this region. Preliminary findings indicate it's legit.
Chert, crafted in the fashion of the Paiute Indians of this region. Preliminary findings indicate it's legit.
You know, if the axe is of the same vintage as the artifacts from the dig, Mr. Kilbourne starts to look less than honest. He told us his former land had no historical significance.
Unofficial assessment of this relic, a post-Qing dynasty piece. Pretty old, huh? Best guess around
Unofficial assessment of this relic, a post-Qing dynasty piece.
Pretty old, huh?
Best guess around 1998. Made in the USA, too. Oh, for future reference, post-Qing is anything after 1911.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind, Greg.
Arrowhead fragment. All right, let's go to the computer.
The abstract of the land assessment study, negative on the historical significance, but did Kilbourne really believe the site? The abstract of the land assessment study, negative on the historical significance, but did Kilbourne really believe the site was clean when he peddled it? And who would have authored a report so obviously wrong? Seems like somebody was trying to slip his own past between the pages of ancient history.
While you were playing around with that hex dump, I decrypted the other file. Please, no applause, only embarrasses me. I've printed it out for you to take.
It's John Montana, looking over Mr. Lansdowne's property.
Huh.
Wait a minute, what's that on his arm? Let's take
The
It's
watch.
John Montana, looking over Mr. Lansdowne's property. Wait a minute, what's that on his arm? Let's take it in a bit closer. Look at the brand, Rolston Precision Classic, same watch we found. Could John Montana have actually been inspecting the property
you're
himself 2
connected.
years ago, or even
That's
killing
why
the
you
victim?
Careful what you leave. All right. He checked that. Okay. Okay, we've done all the DNA and stuff, so the watch belongs to him. Let me check the evidence here. So it matched. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we got more documents.
Soap sculptures of America? You're kidding, right? Hey, I'll set up the computer link and you can track the folks behind the
Soap sculptures of America? Kidding, right? Hey, I'll set up a computer link and you can track the folks behind the latest craze to never hit the country.
Those two are definitely not done.
I've done everything I can think of with that.
Okay, lots of people unhappy with soap sculptures of America. Owners Dale Edison, but nothing else comes up about him in any relevant... Okay, lots of people unhappy with soap sculptures of America. Owner's Dale Edison, but nothing else comes up about him in any relevant database. Seems like a variation of the doing art at home scam. You submit an art test, drawing a cartoon bird or a clown or something, and they tell you you're the next Norman Rockwell. They promise to buy your work, cast it in bronze, and resell it at a big markup. All you have to do is pay big startup fees and buy overpriced supplies exclusively from them, in this case
that's a
special
hustle.
soap, only to have them
That's
keep
amazing.
rejecting your work while encouraging more effort. And spending.
Dale Edison. All right. Let's go back.
Yeah? What do you need, guys?
Well,
Yeah?
obviously not gonna
What do you
be
need,
more
guys?
of that.
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim. Not enough
Looking at
yet.
your case file,
Maybe
you could
find
use
a
more
stronger
evidence
link
that
between
ties the suspect to the victim.
Looking at your case file, you could use
Not
more
enough
evidence
yet.
that ties the suspect
Maybe
to
find
the
a stronger link
All
between
right,
the
we gotta
suspect
do
and the
some
victim.
Talking at the original site.
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
casino property. Of course not. Don't be silly.
Well, I don't feel silly because we found a copy of the report, and you did.
On the casino property. Of course not. Don't be silly.
Well, I feel silly because we found a copy of the report, and you did.
I suppose I
Sure.
can't argue with that. But honestly, I have no memory of it. Do you have any idea how many similar sites I've assessed over the years? How many stretches of desert do you think you could remember years later? Anyway, my name's on many things with which I had little, if any, direct involvement. Much of the grunt work is undertaken by students and other researchers.
And they're okay with that?
Hey, they get the experience, I get the credit. That's academia, Miss Seidel.
I assume these are top students. Still, you know how kids are. You might in the future want to check their work a little closer.
Why is that?
The report we found, that you authored, clearly stating this site has zero historical significance.
Well, I have to admit, these things can and do happen, even with the most gifted grad students. Last thing a professor wants, especially on a high-profile site like this one's become. Is there any possibility this situation could be handled with a little discretion? This is terribly embarrassing.
Embarrassing? Or incriminating?
I admit culpability in lending too much trust and responsibility to my students. But anything else, Miss Seidel, you're drifting into absurdity.
Really? I don't see it as absurd. I would say troubling, thinking of all the reasons someone might want to falsify an archaeological report.
I have never falsified a report.
All right, I'm gonna let him talk and then grab this tea and we can continue.
I don't remember. And that's the idea, that nobody does. As I say, students and research assistants...
I don't remember. And that's the idea, that nobody does. As I say, students and research assistants pay their dues doing anonymous grunt work and ghostwriting for established authorities, myself included. In exchange, the students receive valuable insight and experience.
But no exposure. Isn't that a little sleazy, Professor?
It's the reality of academics, Miss Seidel. Call it sleazy or expedient. Either way, you'll find it's not uncommon for an archaeologist to author a study on a site he's never even visited.
All right. Yeah, I had to add a little sugar to the tea. It's one of those things you shouldn't eat as you get older, but hey, it makes it taste better. He's obviously lying.
Not to my memory. I rarely get off campus, let alone perform first-hand inspections. On the occasions when I am on site, well, I spend most of my time in the office trailer, where I keep all records.
So you're sure you haven't been to the site?
Quite positive. But I'm starting to find the direction of this questioning quite distressing. Can we please keep it to the archaeological facts of this site?
At the university in a lot near the archaeology building. But that is part of my private domain, and I must insist that you not go...
At the university in a lot near the archaeology building. But that is part of my private domain, and I must insist that you not go poking around anywhere there unless your business is official.
You may see me come around to do a little digging of my own at that, Professor, and I won't send an intern. That's all we need right now.
Okay, so we've got a little...
Nothing else for you right now.
Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Nothing else for you right now.
We also had to find another tread that matches this. I assume it's gonna be on another site. So let's go to the psychic. See if we get anything else. Ah.
Again, I know little of this physical plane. I read signs from the other side. But
Again, I know little of this physical plane. I read signs from the other side. But I can tell you this. You cannot always believe what you read, whether it be a Ouija board's message or words fashioned by flesh and blood, hand. How fascinating that your investigations on the physical plane have taught you what I instinctively knew. There are many paths to heaven, and to knowledge.
With all due respect, madam, we're not here for reading, seance, or any kind of show. How about you drop the act and stick to the facts?
You threaten me? After I have shared my insights?
Psychics have been known to help the police, and I respect the scientific study of extrasensory perception, but phony psychics have sometimes shared insights from the other side, inside knowledge of a crime.
These are outlandish implications. You had best watch your words, young lady. The media would not smile upon the police harassing a good citizen who stepped forward to help.
You know, I tested high for ESP in college, and I'm getting a picture of your future. It's a little gray room with bars on the windows. Now, did you know Eddie Sloan or not? And did you have a grudge against him?
My energies are ebbing. Visions such as I described to you are taxing. I have nothing more to share with you. What a ridiculous and insulting assertion.
Then maybe you can explain why you keep so much lighter fluid around. We found the same substance near the victim's remains, but no clothes or personal effects, as if someone had destroyed that evidence.
And if you are suggesting that I aided the murderer in destroying evidence, I would remind you that Madame Lazora is a source of positive energy on various planes.
Let's keep it down to earth, shall we? What are you holding back? Is it something to do with those soap carvings?
You are a detective. Your mind is keen, so I won't insult you with mere facts. Interpret these simple but profound insights. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. To some, this may be costly to learn, while for others, there may be much to earn. To our late departed victim, both of these pertain.
Did Eddie Sloan check in from the other side to tell you that?
As I have indicated, Eddie has not directly spoken to me as yet. He chooses to speak in images, in riddles. All I can do is but pass these on to you in a spirit of positive energy.
Dale Edison. Names are earthly constrained. There are many ways to know.
Eddie?
No, Dale. Dale Edison.
Names are earthly constraints. There are many ways to know a person. First, you must think of Eddie. Eddie Sloan.
Lady, I really don't have time to play these games. We have a murder on our hands and a construction site that... Eddie Sloan. Eddie Sloan.
Anagrams.
Dale Edison. Rearrange letters and... So that's your game. Anagrams. Dale Edison could be another Eddie Sloan alias. So he's the one behind the soap carving scam.
The veil before your eyes begins to lift. There is hope for you yet, my little young friend.
Learn stuff. All right, let's see.
That's all we need right now.
So she gave us some details. I wonder if there's something we could do with the lighter fluid. Can we take it? We can't. Probably can't take it without a warrant because it's her stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we got to go back. We got to get out of here.
What's up? Aliases are tricky to prove, but we'll check the files and maybe make some inferences.
What's up? Aliases are tricky to prove, but we'll check the files and maybe make some inferences. Dale Edison. Okay, here are some business dealings on record, starting in about the same time Mr. Sloan blew into town. And isn't this interesting? The record screeched to a stop about 2 years ago.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Could be a coincidence, of course. Still, this looks like a lead to me.
I get suspicious about guys with selective memories, and the prof hiding behind nameless students doesn't make it for me. Professor Montana doesn't.
I get suspicious about guys with selective memories, and the prof hiding behind nameless students doesn't make it for me.
Okay.
Professor Montana doesn't want to talk straight up. Maybe his trailer will be a little more forthcoming.
Yeah, we need more.
Give me something solid to work with.
Okay.
I need more than hunches before I turn you loose in there. Give me something solid to work with.
Yeah, let's just try the trailer first. See what we can find. All right. We're making progress.
Looks like enough dirt on the tire to pull a tread.
Enough dirt on the tire. So do we do...
Looks like enough dirt on the tire to pull a tread.
So that is good news. So we can match that to the one tire.
Some substance up here. Been dried up for a while.
So if it's dried, we need...
Something similar to that. Some substance up here. Been dried up for a while.
Yeah. All right, so we got a sample of that. It's dry.
Something similar to that.
There. Maybe bird poop or something? Ah, bird poop. I know why that's important. You're going to see why. Remember the bird's nest? I knew that bird's nest would come in somewhere. All right. Let's see if there's anything else on the outside. All right, let's go in.
Nobody here. Hope Professor Montana hasn't left for another state. Nobody here. Hope Professor Montana hasn't left for another state. Hitting something or someone real hard.
There's blood here. Yeah, so we need...
This shovel got dented hitting something or someone real hard. Blood on it, too. Nothing for us there.
Well, we got to get the blood.
Nothing special there. We can't use that here.
It's detected, so we need to get the blood.
Nothing for us there. Nothing special there.
Maybe this? Yeah. I was overthinking it. Okay.
Try using a similar tool.
Wonder where the dent is. I guess maybe... Oh, for impressions, right? Well, I can't take a casting of it. That's the dent, right? Okay, I think that's done. Okay. There's got to be other stuff in here.
These two carpet samples look slightly different to you?
Yes.
Suspicious when somebody replaces their carpet. Hard to tell just from looking at it how long ago. These two carpet samples look slightly different to you? Always suspicious when somebody replaces their carpet.
One good sample.
Hard to tell just from looking at it how long ago it was installed. We'll need to lift one good sample from both sides of the seam.
And then maybe, do I need an impression of that? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. So we got torn carpet.
Strange little things.
Oh, the soap sculptures.
Soap. Wouldn't exactly call these art. Strange little things. Waxy substance. Soap. Wouldn't exactly call these art.
Detection. Nope. So, but there is something in there with this, maybe? What did he say? Would not call it art. But we also can't take it. Okay. So in this case, we'll leave that alone. There's nothing over there. I think we got pretty good enough evidence. There's a laptop here. Books. Yeah, I think we're good here. Let's go to the lab. Process some of this stuff. Alright, I got some goodies for you.
Hey. The image enhancement and microscopy equipment is where that's going.
I thermocycled the DNA from the blood.
That's ready for image enhancement microscopy.
He was talking about coyote droppings.
I thermocycled the DNA from the blood, not human. Best guess? Coyote.
Right. That's that bird.
It's egg yolk from a red-breasted nuthatch. Rare to find them around these parts, but not unheard of. Are we a team or what?
We already
Tighter
got
tread
all
is
this
in the
stuff
computer.
there. No more new documents. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna find some stuff out. Ah.
Here's our break. Fiber under Freddy's fingernail matches. Greg says a new carpet was installed around 2 years ago.
Here's our break. Fiber under Freddy's fingernail matches.
You killed somebody.
Greg says a new carpet was installed around 2 years ago, about when Freddy vanished.
Or
you know
we would say on YouTube land, unalived
bloody murder.
Someone. So he thought he was slick trying to switch the carpet out. The new carpet, I guess it's inconsequential right now. So let's check this DNA. Oh, we'll check the tire treads and see if they match.
Tire types matching key characteristics and
2 for 2.
That's a nice spin.
And
tire types matching key characteristics
so
and
far.
dimensions. That's a nice spin.
Oh. What about the DNA? Okay, so he said. Okay, so the bird. Okay, now I know where to go. We're gonna go back to the construction site. We're not confronting them yet, but we're gonna go back to this tree. Remember, we're gonna get this bird's
I
nest.
think we found ourselves an important reason to pick this up now.
Right. Let's go to the lab.
I think we found ourselves an important reason to pick this up now.
Bird's nest.
Yes. It's pretty hard to tell much from a nest alone, since birds of a feather don't always flock together. But speaking of feathers, I did find some in this nest, courtesy of a red-breasted nuthatch.
It's funny. That's why you gotta watch everything. They link everything.
Could the dig
A
site?
good detective will. Let's see. Okay, so they made the match. So now, just the axe doesn't have a match yet. These two don't have a match. Anything tagged yellow is finished. So the Chinese statue, the axe, is still active evidence. The photo is still active evidence. Everything else is okay. Anything with a yellow tag is done. Okay, the VIX DNA, the tread, all that's still active. No, that's not done. We got a match on it. Okay, we'll figure it out. Let's go talk to our boy.
Need something?
We got evidence.
Can't walk in and search.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's gonna be the last one.
Need something? We can't walk in and search on a whim. Give me reasons.
Okay.
Not enough yet.
Not enough.
The link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong yet. Might consider linking them better.
Looks like Mr. Kilborn already
Down on his luck.
Not enough yet.
Scam.
Maybe find a stronger link between the suspect and the victim.
worth talking to him about it.
Looks like Mr.
Bring him in.
Kilborn already
Yep.
down on his luck. Got badly scammed by the late Eddie. Bad enough for murder? Worth talking to him about anyway.
You people were messing around in my space while I was gone. Don't think I don't know it. Nothing gets past me.
We had a warrant,
they
Mr.
insulted me,
Kilborn.
man.
And all we need now is a little cooperation, and you can get back to your castle.
Hey, I may be down on my luck, but that don't mean my grooming has to go to crap, right?
I don't think that soap is strictly for cleanup, though somebody did use it to clean up, didn't they, Mr. Kilborn? At your expense?
I already told you. I made some financial blunders over the last few years. Some of them I don't care to talk about. Might make me look a little, well, foolish.
Mr. Kilborn, we are well aware that you were victimized by the soap scheme.
Huh? Who? What, that light bulb guy?
Mr. Kilborn, we are well aware that you were victimized by the soap scam.
Listen, I'm talented. My art could sell. It really could. I always been trying to make it, you know, creatively. And with the money I got, along with the land I inherited, I was able to try different things. So maybe soap sculpture ain't the next pet rock. Something else will come along.
I'm sure it will. And I'm sure you hope your next opportunity comes from someone more trustworthy than Dale Edison. Or should I call him Freddie Sloan? Either way, you were bilked out of a good deal of money. I can see why you'd want to kill him.
If getting bilked by Freddie makes me a suspect, you better give me a number and I'll get in line. Half this town's been scammed by that con man. He was the real artist, preying on people's hopes and dreams. He worked in lies like Rembrandt worked in oil. So get out your bullhorn, go up and down the strip and round up those suspects.
I paid for a formal assessment before I sold that property. Legit all the way. End of story.
No way. I paid for a formal assessment before I sold that property. Legit all the way. End of story.
Who did the assessment for you?
You know, it's true.
What is?
Drinking costs you brain cells. Only been 2 years, but a lot of booze under the bridge, you know? Details like you're asking for. They went away a long, long time ago. Longer you keep the plane in the air, more luggage you gotta throw overboard. Dick?
How's your memory where that hand axe is concerned?
Piece of junk I found on my property. Looked kinda interesting, so I picked it up. Hell, this is years ago.
Really?
Yeah, you
it's
don't like
Paiute,
talking.
you know.
Greek to me, little lady.
So what we're
I
going to
don't have
do
anything else to say to you
is
people.
we're working now. We're cooking with grease. All right, let's talk. We got people to talk to.
As if you haven't embarrassed me enough, you bring up that ludicrous debacle. You would think an educated person like myself would see through a pitiful scam.
As if you haven't embarrassed me enough, you bring up that ludicrous debacle. You would think an educated person like myself would see through a pitiful scam of that nature. But they flattered me, played to my own vanity, desires to express my own creativity, and they made a fool of me and plucked my bank account at the same time. The effort and money I put into that worthless nonsense.
Did you ever look into the company? Perhaps to find out who is running it?
Soap sculptures? No. Eventually, as my grand sculptures were rejected, I began to get the drift of the scam. Just chalked it up to a learning experience. Even a professor can learn. Never gave it a second thought once I figured out what the scoundrels were up to.
From you. Is it Ellison?
That's all we need right now.
Elliot. Looks like Elliot's okay. So we got the bird's nest. We're working it. We're working
Nothing
it.
else for you right now.
We got tire treads. Everything out the box. Time to talk to the psychic. Can't think of anybody else.
The crystal is murky.
Okay.
Try again later.
We need some way to link. Oh, the carpet. Yes.
The crystal is
I just
murky.
thought about it.
Try again later.
Because if the carpet can be, yes. Now we
A
gonna
loose thread
search
from
you.
the carpet.
Because we got samples. So all we gotta do is link the carpet fibers. I mean, this game, I'm glad I played this game. It's really making me think.
What's up?
Alright, is this? Yep.
Fiber sample. I've prepped it for the microscope.
Okay.
Fiber sample. I've prepped
I
it
got
for the
a
microscope.
feeling the VIX fiber. You know what? No. The trailer fiber and the parlor fiber. Yeah, I knew they would match. Well, no. Are they close?
Those two.
Not a match. Okay.
Try to be a little more sure before you ask me for confirmation.
I got
Study
you.
the details, okay?
I know I lose points.
Those two, not a match. Try to be a little more
look
sure
like
before
a
you ask me
match.
for confirmation. Study the details, okay?
This is supposed to be the new carpet fiber. Obviously, it wouldn't match that.
That's close, but not quite a
Okay.
match. But you knew that, right? It's the little details that you're looking for.
So it's not the VIX.
Then ask me.
That's close, but not quite a
okay,
match.
so we got to keep
But you knew
searching
that,
around
right?
there.
It's the little details that
Let's
you're
go
looking for.
back.
When you're sure, then ask me.
There's another carpet, supposedly. But it's allowing me to grab stuff, so I should be able to get this lighter fluid. Or maybe... Okay, I can't touch that yet. 12 units of lighter fluid. Is there anything else? Feel free to help in the comment section if you have any ideas of where to look. 'Cause that carpet just came to mind. And we got candles. I don't want to touch her at all because you know what? It's got to be something with the crystal ball. It's got to be something here. It's got to be something here. Let's do a detection first. Okay. Smooth polished surfaces. Wait a minute. Is that a... No. I know there's a fingerprint on this or something. There's got to be one somewhere. Because people touch crystal balls. Period. I don't know if I see a fingerprint forming. Paper porous surfaces. Non-polished surfaces. Removes dirt. That won't allow me. Won't allow me. Maybe I can just take it into evidence. She probably won't let me take it. I'll take it into evidence later. It's something with this crystal ball. I just don't know what yet. Yeah, it's something with that crystal ball. I have no idea.
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
You really have to think in this game.
The crystal is murky.
Okay, I know
Try
it's
again
something
later.
down there. So I got the carpet sample. That's what the main thing was down here. Alright, now I'm stumped.
Yes.
Nothing in DNA.
Yes.
Items. Okay, we processed the bird nest. The axe is done.
DNA is scanned and in the computer already. Amplified and graphed.
Amplified and graphed. Okay,
That
all the
DNA
evidence
is scanned
done
and in the
except for
computer
this.
already. Amplified and graphed.
Alright, we gotta talk back to our suspects. Because I need to interrogate.
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
What's up?
Sure, let's get your suspect back in here.
I got more questions.
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
I need to get more info. From
Sure, let's
somebody
get your
to allow
suspect
me.
back in here.
I don't have anything else to say to you people.
Yeah. I want to interrogate a suspect.
Hey,
Need something?
Enough yet. Maybe find a stronger link between the suspect and the victim. Not yet.
Yeah.
Try finding more evidence linking the suspect.
Not enough yet.
I know the fiber
Maybe find
has
a
something
stronger
to do
link
with it,
between
so
the
I gotta find
suspect and the
fiber
victim.
somewhere else.
Not
Maybe the
yet.
fiber in
Maybe
the
try finding
trailer,
more evidence linking the suspect to
but
the
it
crime
doesn't
scene.
match the new carpet.
You don't have enough reason
Yeah.
to for that location yet.
I figured not. Okay, so I do have a fiber from her trailer.
You don't have enough reason
I have
to get a
link
warrant
it
for that
either
location
to the
yet.
site or to the trailer. So let's go back in. That's where the carpet tear was. These soap sculptures. They said hardly. I can't take any of them. I can't take one. Yeah. Is there something I'm missing? All this dirt, maybe. Oh, is that something? No. Nope. I feel like I'm just overlooking one thing. And the fibers don't match. Obviously, the soap statues have to be the link to. Oh, something on the wall. Protection.
Nothing there.
There is something there.
Nothing for us there.
It's
Nothing there.
Try something similar.
Nothing for us there.
Fingerprint?
Try using a similar tool.
Similar tool.
Try something similar. Try using a similar tool.
Something similar to that.
Ah! It's blood.
Something similar
It's
to
blood.
Blood.
Whose blood?
That's blood.
Man,
Good
you gotta
find.
look everywhere in here. Okay. Now we go back to the lab and figure out whose blood this is.
What's up?
Shovel blood. Are we supposed to take a sample? Okay, I gotta go back and get the sample. Wow, that was a hard one to find. There we go. Now we can go to the lab. I forgot to collect it. Yes. I got blood for you. You just gotta tell me whose it is.
Yes. Good blood sample, but it was pretty old.
Snap.
How old?
It's on and popping.
Wasn't able to figure that out.
Now we about
Years
to find
for sure.
out.
Thermocycled and grafted DNA
All
for
blood.
you.
Vic's DNA. Alright, so we know that
so the blood belongs to our
yeah.
vet. Still, that doesn't tell us exactly how the stuff ended up in the trailer.
Probably tried to wash his hands.
Okay, so the blood belongs to our
so
Vic.
we do have a match.
Still, that doesn't tell us exactly how the stuff ended up in the trailer.
It says, but they said that it doesn't prove how he got in there. So now we got to figure out how he got in there. So we got blood on the wall. So we got the Vic's blood there on the wall. Okay. Okay, all this evidence is done except for... Oh yeah, we matched it, so we're not done with the blood yet. Or the tread. Okay, we gotta start putting this pieces together.
Yeah? What do you need, guy?
This blue trailer.
The link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong
Yeah?
yet.
What do you need, guys?
Okay, we're gonna ask some questions.
The link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong yet. Might consider linking them better.
Alright. Okay, where's your watch at?
Nothing else for you right now.
I've said all there is to say for now.
There's gotta be something else linking.
Nothing else for you right now.
Maybe on the computer. Blood, maybe somewhere. Maybe a book in the bookcase. Tools. Detection. We need to find some blood. Wait a minute. What's that? That looked like something in the corner. There's something in the corner. What is that? That's something. I just don't know how to get it. Is it blood? What is it? Okay, maybe I can't get it now. I don't even know why I did that. Well, you wouldn't pick that up with tweezers anyway. Okay, maybe I'm just... Yeah. Nothing on the couch? Oh, let's think carpet. There's got to be a carpet sample somewhere, right? Maybe. Nope. Maybe on the keyboard. Yeah, not here. I guess we got everything we could. Maybe we go back to the body.
Something you want? You got it.
Something you want?
I think
you got it.
Before I was able to zoom in on the finger. But what does the finger mean? Should I check for blood? Should I check for... Oh, it's just a look, I guess. Alright, now we gotta examine the evidence. So...
Hey.
John Montana's office trailer. Blood from the walls matches the victim DNA. So we got a match there. There's not much more we can do with that. Okay, tread on the rear tires of John Montana's office. Tread from the trailer office matches the dried tire print we recovered from the dig site. So we know the trailer was there. Alright. And then this is the Vic's DNA, and it matches the wall blood. And that tire tread is done, evidence-wise. Okay. Photograph, Dilly extracted Greg's report. Yes, of same watch. But this one apparently is not done. Alright, let's pull the picture back. Yeah, it's definitely the same watch. Okay, bird's nest is done. The only thing is a soap sculpture. You know what? It's got to be something on here.
Nothing there. Nothing special there.
It's got to be something.
Nothing there. Nothing special there.
Some blood. Ah! We got blood. We got blood. We got blood. We got blood.
Nice catch. This curio is just heavy enough to cause some real damage.
Alright. Just curious enough to cause some damage. Okay. This I gotta get you back. Take that.
Unofficial assessment of this relic.
Qing Dynasty.
Qing Dynasty piece.
Pretty old, huh?
Best guess around 1998. Made in the USA too. Unofficial assessment of this relic, a post-Qing Dynasty piece.
Pretty old, huh?
Best guess around 1998. Made in the USA too. Oh, for future reference, post-Ching is anything after 1911.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind, Greg.
Here's something for the plus side.
All right.
There was enough blood on the statue to amplify an output to the computer for DNA analysis.
Now, it looked like a pattern that we've already seen, obviously. And we already got him in the database, so all we got to do is match it.
Think any of these are a match? I'm not too sure.
The Vic's DNA looks like it. Nope. Okay.
Think any of these are a match?
This is somebody else's DNA.
I'm not
which
too
we don't have a
sure.
match for yet. Interesting. Okay, so we're not done there yet. Maybe there's also some fingerprints. So obviously, if it got thrown, there's got to be fingerprints, right? Am I just thinking out loud, or does that make sense? Let's see. It's got to be some fingerprints on it. Somewhere, right? I figure it should be some, like, not only blood, but somebody had to throw it, right? That detected the blood, obviously. Okay. So there is blood on the statue found in the apartment, so now we can go back and talk to him. Back to the interrogation room. Suspect.
Yeah, let's see if your suspect has anything else to tell us.
What's up?
What the hell are you...
Come on.
Let's see if your suspect has anything else to tell us.
That statue on my shelf was clean.
Blood? What the hell are you... Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember. I had that statue on a high shelf and I was cleaning. You know, reaching up with the dust rag. Damn thing clonked me on the noggin. I tend to bleed when that happens. Is that illegal?
Then you wouldn't mind if we took a DNA sample, would you?
I don't suppose there's any money in it for me if I say yes, is there? Hell, go ahead.
We're gonna test your blood
What choice do I have?
And see if it matches.
I don't have anything else to say to you people.
I amplified and graphed that DNA of yours, scanned it into the computer.
What's up? I amplified and graphed that DNA of yours, scanned it into the computer.
Gilborn's DNA is on the statue, so his story checks out far as it goes.
It's his blood.
Gilborn's DNA is on the statue, so his story checks out
So
far as it goes.
wash. But we're not done with his blood yet. So his blood matches the statue. Yeah. Can you get me? Can you get me anything else?
Looking at your case file,
Yeah?
you could use more
What do you need, guys?
evidence.
suspect to the victim.
How? The watch, maybe?
Looking at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
Yeah, let's see if your suspect has anything else to tell us.
Hey, your story checked out.
I don't have anything else to say to you people.
Yeah, let's see if your suspect has anything else
Let's
to
look at
tell
the
us.
evidence.
Yes.
I don't have anything else to say to you people.
Okay, obviously his blood is not out of there yet.
Yes.
Documents. Wait a minute. The photograph. Maybe there's some fingerprints. Let's see. That's what I didn't think about. I didn't think about that. Oh, you know what? This is for Horace. paper. And then any fingerprints. I don't think so. So nothing there. Nothing on the actual photo. And I feel like there should be more. See, all this evidence is done except for this statue. We got a blood match, so we're stuck there. We need to go digging some more. Already got the tread from the tire. Already verified that the bird poop matched the other one. We already got the tread, but there may be some more. There may be, we need carpet. Maybe check for blood, maybe? Would there be any blood on the tire if something was to go wrong? We got any blood anywhere? Any blood on the tire? No. Brush away dirt. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. I'm thinking whatever we need might be inside. Something with this. They wouldn't allow us to have this if there was nothing there. No. No. Maybe some blood somewhere. She said she hardly called it art. Obviously there was blood there. Maybe there's some fingerprints somewhere. Obviously, look, there's some more right there. Anyway. Oh, this is a tough one. Yeah, this is a tough one.
I've said all there is to say for now. Nothing else for you right now.
I wonder how we get to talk to the intern.
I've said all there is to say for now.
And we don't get to go to this.
Nothing else for you right now.
Okay, the tree is done. Okay, gotta take some rocks. Blood. No blood nowhere. It's still allowing us to go here though. And nothing is prompting. Okay. It's an indentation. What was left there? Can't go anywhere else. Let's see if Miss Cleo has anything to say before we do that.
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
It's murky, all right.
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
Dust print lift. It's like I probably have to do something first. I feel like there's got to be some kind of fingerprints on this crystal ball. Okay, I can't touch this yet. Can I take it? Can't take it yet. Can I at least take the lighter fluid? I can't even take the lighter fluid. Why can't I take the lighter fluid? Maybe there's blood somewhere and I'm just not picking it up on it. Okay, I can't do nothing with none of this. I need the warrant. Okay. I need the warrant. Because she is not going to talk otherwise. I need you to work with me, man.
Need something?
Yeah. But I don't have any links. So she going to be the last one.
Freddy's blood in the trail.
Need something?
The killer baseball bat found on the property our Mr. Montana lied about having visited. Add to this, the prof
Freddy's blood in the trailer matched the carpet fiber, and the killer baseball bat found on the property our Mr. Montana lied about having visited. Add to this the prof getting lathered by Freddy in the soap scam, and even an unfriendly judge would give us a warrant on this one.
Lie.
I had nothing to do with his death or his burial. How many times must we go over this? I've explained the nature of my work with grad students. I just signed off on legwork my researchers did. Next.
Then you must have loaned your watch to a student because we found it at the site. It was found by the construction crew. The murder weapon, a baseball bat, that was in the same box as your watch.
I don't know how my watch got out to that site, and I've never owned a baseball bat. I detest all sports. If you were my research assistant, young lady, we'd have a long talk about your investigative methods.
After which, you would take credit for my work, right?
Let's try a not so wild one then.
The same time I found out I'm only one of his victims. These implications of yours operate off wild assumptions.
Let's try a not so wild one then. When you were accessing the site, personally, you ran across a few Paiute artifacts, just trinkets, nothing too spectacular. You seized your opportunity, luring Freddy to a meeting on false pretenses, a big order of supplies, perhaps. Instead, you confronted him, demanding your money back, but Freddy refused. Enraged, you smashed him in the face, killing him. You buried him out at the property, making him part of the site, hoping it might be confused as part of an Indian burial, should the grave ever be discovered. All it took afterward was a simple falsification of the report to deflect any immediate attention to the site. Why would anyone suspect a professor of faking a report that would only make him look bad? After the body was literally turned up, you quickly reported to the site as a volunteer archaeologist eager to help. Actually, eager to further throw us off the scent.
You paint a vivid picture, Ms. Seidel, but your assumptions have led you astray. You're fashioning a theory out of hearsay and conjecture. If I were your teacher, you must have someone who plays that role in your professional life. I'd suggest you look for real evidence.
Funny you should bring that up.
Analysis shows that blood was spilled 2 years ago.
What? Blood? No, that's impossible.
Freddy's blood was all over your trailer. Analysis shows that blood was spilled 2 years ago. Right when Freddy disappeared. Satisfy your requirement for evidence, Professor? Still think I'm operating out of hearsay and
Calling him
conjecture?
out.
The victim's blood in your trailer. Or did your grad students get together and do that for you, too?
Miss Seidel, I can indeed understand how it is you've come to this conclusion, but I do have an explanation. I really do.
Well, I'd love to hear it.
That wasn't even my trailer 2 years ago.
Not your...
Oh.
trailer?
Adam Kilborn gave it to me. Actually, in barter. In exchange for falsifying that land claim. It may seem like a petty matter to you, but a trailer like that is worth considerable money and was perfect for my purposes, both at school and in the field. Such a petty crime to come back to haunt me in so big a way.
You expect me to believe that, Professor?
Miss Seidel, you're a scientist. I don't expect you to believe it, but I do expect you to check it out.
Now. We need to ask Mr.
I've said all there is
Kilborn
to say
questions.
for now.
Why the hell would I do that? I'm tired of you idiots guessing about this.
Sure, let's get your suspect back in here.
Yeah, we have his admission about falsifying the land
Now, why the hell would I do that? I'm tired of you idiots guessing about this and harassing me about that.
Yeah, we have his admission about falsifying the land assessment in exchange for your trailer. You remember your trailer, Mr. Kilborn? Where you killed Freddy for conning you in the soap sculpture racket?
You think I killed a guy over an art school? Right. You're really getting creative now.
You have had various financial failures in your time, Mr. Kilborn. But the soap sculpture scam, which preyed upon your ego, that was the last straw, the final indignity. What was left of your life savings had gone into what you thought would be a new life as an artist, only it was just another washout, a joke you were the butt of. So you get Freddy to join you at your trailer, and you take out your frustrations on his face. A quick burial and a bonfire with his personal effects, and you were done. But you knew your land had historical significance, which would make it worthless for development, so you worked your trailer trade with the lazy professor in exchange for a fabricated report. You would eliminate Freddy and any remaining debt to him, dispose of the body, and elevate the value of your land for future sale, all in one fell swoop. Your life savings were gone, but at least you'd end up with something. And you'd give the crime scene to Montana as his parting gift.
You're guessing, young lady. You're spinning this out of whole cloth.
Not whole cloth, though a little carpet fiber's involved. You tore the carpet out and put in a new one, after the murder, which took place when the trailer was still on your property. And, Mr. Kilborn, the blood on the walls? Scrub as you might, it still comes back to haunt you. We even have the baseball bat you slammed Freddy with. Some of his shattered glasses are stuck in the wood.
Right now, I should probably call a lawyer. Don't you think? But you know what? I'm gonna cop. Right now. To the whole thing. You know why? I was nothing but a loser. Another loser in Vegas till that body in the desert turned up. Now I'm gonna be a winner.
How do you figure that, Mr. Kilborn?
That sleazoid creep bilked so many people. Man, when word gets out that I killed that leech, I'll be a hero. And I'll make you a prediction without a crystal ball. The leeches will crawl out of the woodwork and try and build themselves up over what I did. But I'm the one. The one to rid the world of that cancer. You see, I tried to go after Freddy with the law at first. Not a damn baseball bat. I gathered together the suckers Freddy took in the soap sculpture scam, and we were gonna have a class action lawsuit. Only Freddy had protected himself with limited liability and such. Point is, the great psychic Lazora was one of us. Just another victim of that scam.
Oh!
Small piece of advice, Mr. Kilborn? Since you're a hero and all.
Yeah? What?
They have soap in prison, too. Don't bend over in the shower to pick it up.
Psychics have been known to help police forces all over the world. We should maintain an open mind.
Okay.
And a little healthy skepticism.
Get everything out of there.
Now I'll predict the future.
Just figured out who it was. Just
You'll crack your next case by listening to the evidence.
Who was the registered owner of the Soap Sculptures of America? I think not Terry Johnson. Yeah, Edison, right? Yeah. Okay. Adam Kilborn claimed he has not had a woman in his life for how long? Three years. What did Greg determine the arrowhead was made out of? It was soapstone, wasn't it? Ah. Where was the victim's blood stain in John Montana's trailer found? On the wall, of course. Wait. Stain in John Montana's trailer found on the wall. Over the sink, yeah. Well, I missed one. Let's see. How much financing did Elliot Lansing say he needed to build his casino? I don't remember this number. I think 50 million. Missed two. Okay, guys, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. That was case number 3. So now we're going to be working on case number 4 again on another vertical live. Got some shorts to upload and also some content to prepare for this week. And just some other things I got to do. But I appreciate you tuning in once again in this live on the replay. If you see the scrolling slides, definitely feel free to patronize the channel. Also, we're having discount codes as CLOPIXEL Gamers is a new AliExpress partner, so you can save lots of money by using my coupon codes. I'll be sure to update the slide, and if you want to advertise your business, be sure to hit me up on DM on Instagram, or you can drop a message on this chat, on this live video here, and I can add your slide to the